And um, from that world, I saw myself through my lens of what I saw as a child, the images that I wanted to see as a child and did not see. I was a science buff, science fiction buff, loved Star Trek and everything else, but the only person that I saw was Lieutenant Uhura that looked like me. And so when I started working on the images for Playground Pastime, I noticed, I said to myself, these are the images that I wanted to see when I was a kid. And that really meant a lot. It told a story. It told my story. And so that's how I'm asked all the time, where do you get the name Playground Pastime? That's where I got the name because I wanted to create a world that was from my playground, from when I was, you remember when you were a kid and you could have a stick or whatever and you'd have fun all day with that one little thing, and that imagination would just go. And so I call it Playground Pastime because I look at this as my playground. Okay. So that's how the name Playground Pastime came about. But how the contest came about was as I started creating more and more, and I was looking at a lot of the contests that are out there. And again, these are all great contests. They really are. There are some where I've seen entries, they've had over 5,000, people enter into the contest. And, when I would look at the winners and I would look at the judging, the judges, I wouldn't see, anybody that looked like me. Or I wouldn't see that diversity that I really wanted to see in that contest. Now, again, that's not a slight. That is not a slight to the other contests. They have a ton of entries that come in, and they're all very good. They're great, actually, entries. And the judges are phenomenal in those particular contests. But I've always been an advocate that when I see something that I want to, change or want to do differently, instead of waiting on someone else to do it, I just rather do it myself, right? And so that's how I came up with the Playground Pastime AI film contest. I wanted to show diversity. I know that's becoming a bad word these days, but I wanted to show diversity. And what I mean by that is that, yes, of course, people of color, but what about people with disabilities? What about some of the other types of, other topics or other areas that you don't normally see when you look out there? And so that's what I wanted to celebrate. And I wanted to give everyone, beginner to advance, the opportunity to just be seen. And that's a lot. Okay. So let's check in one more time. Let me see. I see a lot of new people joining in, and that is awesome. Hey, everybody. We're just checking in and saying where we are checking in from. Hello from Hawaii. Um, Tell me where you're coming in from. And then also, if tell me if you are a creator as well. I saw actually some of the contest participants logging in. So that's a great thing too. That's great to see them logging in. And I want to just say the participants have been wonderful and just excited and very encouraging of the contest, very encouraging of one another. And that has been awesome. Now, this first segment that we have, Canada. Come on, Canada. Texas. Oh, AI creator from Dallas, Texas. And let's see, we've got Toronto, Canada representing here. Melbourne, Australia. That's Rachel. Rachel is representing here over on LinkedIn. Rachel is actually one of our judges. And we were so happy to have her. She is with She Is AI magazine, and we're going to hear from them, or She Is AI, a little bit later on. Let me do this. I want to recognize my sponsors. That is a huge thing because without my sponsors, I don't know if we'd be right here right now today. Okay. So I want to recognize some of the sponsors actually all of the sponsors that we had for the contest. So our first and premier sponsor, I just want to shout them out right now, right here today. Code Black. Code Black. I am so grateful to Code Black. Code Black was our premier sponsor, Jeff Flanagan. He's going to be on later tonight, and he's going to come on, and those of you who are really serious about, AI film, and wondering where it's going to go when it comes to the entertainment industry, you want to be here when Jeff comes on. Jeff is a veteran in the entertainment industry. And I'm so grateful that Code Black, you know, came on to sponsor, to be the premier sponsor for this contest. He's been pushing the culture forward, and in film. And I just want to thank him and them, Code Black, for their participation. They are the premier sponsor of the Playground Pastime AI Film Contest. Our second sponsor I just mentioned was She Is AI. She Is AI is our editorial sponsor, and some of our winners are going to be featured in their magazine, and we're so happy about that. And they've put some goodies into the swag bag, which is what I'm going to get to in a minute. Because if you have not gotten your swag bag, we're going to throw up something in a minute. Not right now. We're going to throw up something in a minute where you can a QR code where you can go and sign up for the swag bag. Okay. So that is our editorial sponsor, and they have some goodies in that swag bag. Our next sponsors that I want to make sure that I recognize are the technology sponsors. Huge, huge, huge. Our first technology sponsor is Luma. Luma, a representative from Luma will be on a little bit later to talk about Luma. Any of you who are part of or create video, I'm pretty sure you've tried Luma out.